Welcome today. Today, I have the pleasure of talking to Brad Bowman. Brad Bowman's been with us a few years now, and he's been in the area for a while now too. But I want to talk to Brad and figure out from him, why you came here, what brought you to the area, your experience, and all that. So, just to dive right in, where are you from, Brad?
Originally from Bloomington, Illinois, born and raised in the middle of a cornfield out there, and moved off from Illinois when I went in the Marine Corps in 1983. Did 4 great years in the Marine Corps. I ended up stationed at Kaneohe Bay Marine Corps Air Station in Kaneohe, Hawaii, and met my wife Krista there. And from there we moved back to Illinois, moved back to Hawaii, worked on some cruise ships a little bit, did some schooling in Hawaii as well, worked in some restaurants, and generally just had a great time enjoying Hawaiian Islands. And then moved back to Illinois to get a little more serious in school, and from there I got in the restaurant business. Both my wife and Krista and I did, and enjoyed the restaurant business immensely. And then we had the opportunity to move to Florida, and my wife is originally from Niceville. So it's a great spot, as we all know, and we decided to make the move in 2012, and here we are, enjoying the Emerald Coast.
Yeah,
living right.
Living right, yeah. We're glad to have you. Glad that you thought living right was here. You had a choice between here or Hawaii, and you came down here. That's kind of a...
Yes, Krista wasn't real big on moving back to Hawaii. She'll go there anytime, but she's not going to live there, so at least not yet anyway. We'll see.
Right. So you've got a pretty unique perspective to provide to our real estate clients, because not only have you been in businesses, your own business ventures, done real estate deals on your own, and started restaurants, which is a hard deal and unique. But not only did you start a restaurant, but you became a franchisor. So you started a franchise and then sold the franchises to other people for a restaurant. That's a pretty unique adventure. Can you tell us a little bit about that pathway?
An adventure is a great way to describe it. It's been a great adventure, but it's been a big task. But in 2003, I decided to become a franchise with our business. And it just kind of all fell into place to be able to do it. We had some good attorneys involved, obviously, and some good consultants. And it's been great ever since. And we still have locations up in Illinois and Ohio, and it's just been great for us. Still involved in it as well. Mm-hmm.
So if you were to tell a prospective entrepreneur that's trying to grow their business and say, well, maybe it's the next step for me to try to franchise this out and sell my concept or to grow the business, what would be your words of wisdom to them?
Well, I would definitely say go for it, but the key thing is you're having a good system in place, and it takes someone to come in and they have to put that system on paper. I mean, how you wash the silverware, just everything. It's all got to be documented. So it's a large task, right, but it can be done. It might seem overwhelming because it really did to me at the time as well, but just you put your head down and get after it, and that's what you do. So
it's really it's truly a business of the devil's in the details.
Yes, that's right. Yes, and even still, here we are, 14 years later, and it's still, every day we're kind of adding to it. So
right.
It's a big endeavor. Yeah.
So you talked a little bit about, I guess Krista your wife was the catalyst that brought you to this area.
Yes.
What prompted the move from Indiana to here?
Well, we were actually in Illinois.
Sorry.
We started out. That's okay. We started out in Illinois. Then we moved over to Ohio. Okay. So we moved here from Ohio. But really, what started is we always come down here on vacation to see her parents. They live here in Shalimar as well, and we were driving an RV and it was beautiful here, and we drive back to Ohio, and it was a brand new RV, and the salt just started flying all over it. And I was like, why don't we just move to Florida? She's like, are you crazy? I'm like, no, let's do it. So fortunate enough, 2 years later, we actually moved down here. So yeah. Yeah. She was moving back home, so to speak, and I've always enjoyed it. So
I think most people here have an Ohio connection. My wife is from Ohio, and I joke that Ohio's biggest export is people.
Yeah, that's right.
It's usually to Florida.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what brought you into the real estate world.
Okay, so you had mentioned earlier my background. We've bought and sold commercial properties, and plenty of residential, moving from Illinois multiple times. Condominiums, farm properties, moving over to Ohio and doing commercial properties there as well, and a farm property. We built homes, and so then we moved down here, and I've just always really loved looking at real estate, any kind of real estate. I love it. It's like boat hunting or RV hunting. It's just always fun to go look, whether you're buying or not. It's just always a lot of fun to go look. So, and staying active in the community and knowing what's going on, and real estate it covers a lot of areas of things that I like. I like the business part of it. I like the deal part of it. I love meeting the people. And then obviously the deal part of it is a big thing, making it happen, making people happy. There's a lot to it. So it covers a lot of areas of things that I like. So.
Well, I think that's good. I mean, I think that it is certainly a business where a lot of people just have a general interest in it, and to be able to get into it and work in it, and
that's right,
and help people accomplish their goals is a big part of the business.
That's right.
So I guess my last question is, well, why do you like Living Right?
Living Right. Well, for one, I just really like the name. I was drawn to that as well. I love the logo, your dolphin logo. But Matt, you remember you and I took a trimaran ride, about a 6-day ride, and it was a great adventure. And that's how I really got to know you more, and what you were doing and stuff like that, and as a person. And it's been great coming to work for you. We live on the water, wouldn't necessarily say totally focus on it, but we are very familiar with the water aspect of it. It all kind of goes hand in hand, and it's a little more laid back structure, the way you have it set up and the way you operate it, which I really like. And it's just been perfect for me. So it's been a great thing for me.
Well, I always joke around the office that Brad is our Living Right mascot, because Brad is always doing the most fun things of anybody that I know.
Yeah.
So, do you have any big adventures planned coming up?
It is so we took your trimaran from St. Augustine around to Clearwater, and sometime in April, I'm getting going with another friend and bringing their boat from Palm City around back to Destin.
Okay.
So South Florida back up to Destin. So it'll be a pretty nice little cruise.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a lot of fun. Being in Hawaii, I tried to get my wife to move to Hawaii because I wanted to be on the water.
Right.
And that was a deciding factor in moving here. I always wanted to be on the water again.
Right.
Much nicer than living in the middle of a cornfield. Although I do miss it in the summertime. I miss Illinois, but this is much nicer.
Well, Brad, I'm super excited to have you on the team.
Thank you.
It's great that everybody else kind of gets to know a little bit more about you, and we look forward to working more with you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Glad to be here.